On the outskirts of Rotherham in South Yorkshire, police cars are again on the trail of the man who's recklessly driving a stolen 4x4. He's wanted for stealing copper cable and driving whilst disqualified.
Going into Bedford, coming to a T-junction just by that pile-on.
99, it's a right onto Doncaster Road.
And it's wrong side of the road, right turn.
Yeah, excess, it's a right, Doncaster Road. Traffic now got full early and we're going to back in the other direction to the field.
Yeah, stand by. Yeah, no worries, I've got him.
South Yorkshire's police helicopter costs more than £4 million. It has a top speed of over 150 miles an hour and a crew of 3. A civilian pilot and 2 police observers.
Front observer's primary role is to use the camera systems on the aircraft to gain evidence. So it's basically a camera operator.
99 going down onto Doncaster Road from Edmonstone Road.
The rear observer basically does everything else from a police perspective, taking the details over the radios, working out routes, how to get there.
Passing a church on the near side.
There's a lot of work to do, and sometimes if it's a spontaneous incident, something that happens with very little time to pre-plan, you've got a lot to do in a very sort of short space of time.
It's coming down your side now, mate. Keep it wide for you.
It is quite tiring, mentally tiring.
On the ground, the police are again losing ground. This man is driving too fast, too dangerous.
Time to go to High Melton. I think it's High Melton.
Flying Yankee 99 today is Captain Glenn Blake.
Previously I was working as a commercial pilot and instructor, doing various jobs, flying business from A to B.
Oh yeah!
As a pilot you need to be careful not to get drawn too much into the actual job on the ground. Your job is there as a pilot. You can have a lot of things going on in the background, but your primary job is to fly the aircraft, and that's what you do.
As the 4x4 goes off-road again, the helicopter crew know they've got a real fight on their hands.
Yeah, I'm putting him on screen. Yeah, stand by. We have you.
And they're sure the wanted man is no longer trying to shake off the police cars. He's realised the helicopter is onto him.
Whether he could hear us or whether he could see us, I don't know, but he obviously at some point became aware that it was being followed from the air, if you like.
Yeah, from Yankee 99 in good general direction at Edmonstone Road. I don't know whether he can actually get out of the road, the ground. If he can get out, he'll be boarded between a ring.
What the desperate man doesn't know is that the farmer has put large stones all around his fields.
Yeah, the track that comes out on that general direction, it's got some large boulders at the end of it.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, from Yankee 99 in good general direction at Edmonstone Road. Don't know whether he can actually get out of the road. But officers on the ground. And he's found that he's blocked again by these boulders. He's basically driving around the field at the moment, trying to think of his next move.
And his next move is not what the crew expect. He's making a phone call.
We're looking sort of straight in through the driver's side door window, and you could quite clearly see that it was on his mobile phone, probably trying to arrange for somebody to come and perhaps pick him up from his hiding place.
So there's only one reason he's on his mobile phone while getting chased by the police, so he's obviously not intending to stop.
By driving across fields like this, the wanted man is confusing Yankee 99's crew.
This is awkward, this one, you know.
Map reading is more difficult.
Because he was always off-road, you couldn't get a sense of what he was doing because obviously there was no other road users.
It's alright, so I've just lost my page now.
Things aren't going to plan. The crew can't get the police cars into the positions they want.
Quite often they're asking us where we want them, so you very quickly have to assess where you are. We can do it in seconds sometimes. The difficult times are in the unfamiliar areas, when things aren't quite going to plan.
Despite their A to Z problems, Yankee 99's crew are getting escape routes closed off.
You tell him it's beneath the aircraft. There's about 5 cars parked on the left-hand side.
Yankee 99 is now boarding down the edge of the wood. There is an exit on Edmonstone Road. It's going to come out adjacent to that van now.
It's going to get out there.
In fact, he's carried on in the field.
The plan isn't working.
Yeah, stand by. Oh yeah, bugger.
99 going down towards Doncaster Road on Uplandstone Road.
By taking to the main road again, the 4x4 driver has served notice that he is confident he can outsmart his pursuers.
At the end of the day, it's in their interest to escape, isn't it? They don't want to go to prison.
He's off road again.
If they can get away from the police, they may well avoid spending the night in the cells.
Yeah, stand by. He's going to do a right turn.
The man's next trick is again off-road, down a track where trains used to run.
He's going under a bridge.
Maybe the bridges will act as a shield.
We were able, by a combination of using the camera system and repositioning the aircraft, to be able to sort of maintain contact with him, even when he did hide under the bridges.
Yeah, no way, I've got him.
We can see him. It looks like a kind of a 3-point turn. At this stage, can't see where he can get off, although he is trying.
The 4x4 driver has gambled badly. Up ahead there's a dead end, which only Yankee 99's captain can see.
As a pilot, you can see slightly further ahead of what the observers can see. So you could see the gate, and he had no intentions of stopping.
There's a gate at the end here, and he's going to have to go through it. And he has. 99 is trying to force his way through a barrier. He's out. One out. White t-shirt. Male white. Skinhead. Just crossing the railway line under Durham Valley Parkway. I've lost him under the railway line. Okay, stand by. He's gone over the fence.
He's gone into the trees, turns to Bridge Lane, adjacent to the railway line and the Durham Valley Parkway. It's not come out, but we don't have visual.
The equipment that we've got on the aircraft allows us, in certain conditions, to be able to see through the vegetation.
99, we've got visual again.
It was a warm day, it was giving off quite a lot of heat. We were able to see him, keep contact with him, and ultimately talk Bobbies into where he was.
Yankee 99, it's obviously seen you. He's come back out of the trees, he's now on the bank towards you.
After half an hour trying to escape, in the stolen car and on foot, the wanted man has finally run out of options.
He's given up. Cussed it. Cussed off.
It is very tiring. If you can imagine sitting in the front of the aircraft looking at a 6-inch camera screen when the aircraft's turning left and right, getting higher and lower and dipping all around. It's a little bit like trying to be on an Alton Towers ride and read a book or read a newspaper.
They would have lost that if it wasn't for us.